Play action. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
Easy, right?
Right there in the middle, 55.
Get ready. Yeah.
Set.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
Check back. And we're going 37 to Mike. Mike 37.
Hey.
On 3rd down, Jackson. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now it's Jackson. Being chased out left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
So this game, Charles, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
They'll get 34 yards there.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. McCaffrey. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got a great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
4th down, here's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Drew Sample, the intended receiver.
And it's 2nd down.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Here we go, here we go.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that 1st down there and keep this one going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow will throw. Open man is Uzama. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Joe Burrow in year number 2, moving around pretty good considering the seriousness of his injury last year. If you're a defensive coordinator here, what are you trying to do to slow Joe Burrow down?
I think you want him to be in rhythm. I think you want him to be on time. And normally you want to take that away from a quarterback, make him hold it a little bit longer. But when he has a chance to maneuver around the pocket, sometimes get out of it.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Play action. It's Jackson.
That's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
2nd down and 3.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
It's third down and 5.
Jackson. And that will be incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 7.
Burrow looking to pass. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Pernell McPhee able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there, that brings up 4th. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. 3rd down here.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson dancing to his left. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now it's Burrow. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And the Bengals grab it. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Going deep here for Watkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, for Lamar Jackson, we know all about how dangerous he is running the football, but he can really sling it as well, and he connects on a big one there.
And you think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks, and I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the Ravens' 32-yard line.
Here we go.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Here we go. Ready?
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Steps away to his left, and he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10.
And Burrow going to throw again. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd, as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Jackson now. Forced out to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Here's 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Here we go.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
Mixon with a first down and more. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line.
59 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
Now the first carry for Brian Hill. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Adafe Owe there on the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. C.J. Uzomah. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bengals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
Pettis now on the return.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action now. Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Jackson to Watkins there for a Baltimore first. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Jackson now off the bootleg.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Jackson to Bateman there, first down, Ravens.
2nd and short, he got to run down, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Jackson on first down. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Push him back. Push him back. Undercut. Undercut. Undercut.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. That is incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here.
They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Buying time to his left. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going, and their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Hendrickson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson under pressure. They got him again. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and forever. Now Jackson. This is caught. It's Brown. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bengals drive about to get going. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. 76 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow staying on his feet. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And this one nearly picked off. Yeah, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow to mix it on the check down. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill it for a loss.
On 3rd down, Mixon, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. McPherson's kick is good.
And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Let's go. And we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
On second and 11 now. Jackson.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Logan Wilson able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
At the 40-yard line.
Second and 11.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, middle. Check. Fresno.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Check, port. Check. Slam. Yo. Check 52. Cut.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Sam Hubbard in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. And that's complete to Brown.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game.
At the 46-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he works free. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Let's go. Let's go.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A handoff to Mixon. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up second down and a bit farther. Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he is unable to make the play himself on second down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on third down?
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Cincinnati, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Ravens,